Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans of all ages. Welcome back. We're back. I am the man they call Nitro.
And I'm Tyler Wolf.
And this is Call It Like It Is. I'm glad to be back. I wish it could be under better circumstances. Before we get anything done tonight, I'd like to take this moment to pay our respects and say thanks for the memories to three wrestlers, Brickhouse Brown, Brian Christopher, and of course,
Nikolai Volkov. Good memories.
Awesome memories. I mean, Volkov being a part of one of the coolest tag teams. And funniest. I mean, him and the Sheik, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, if we're going to go with tag teams, Brian Christopher with Scotty 2 Hottie and Rikishi and 2 Cool.
Grandmaster Sexy.
Right.
That's what Siri would call me on my phone for the longest time. Grandmaster Sexy.
But how many of us really knew that he was Jerry Q. Lawler's son?
Not many.
Not many people knew that. Until, a couple years ago when he came back for a little stint?
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to Jerry and his family and all the families.
Thanks for the memories, guys. We appreciate it every day that we get to see it. I still go back and watch some of Nikolai's matches and Scotty and Grandmaster Sexy and all of them.
I feel bad because I don't know a whole lot about Brickhouse Brown.
He was a good wrestler. He was very technically sound. I'll give him that. He was entertaining to watch.
We'll have to do a bit on him in a future episode.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're kind of selling him short, but regardless.
Maybe do an episode where we go back and look at a couple different the wrestlers past and maybe do a past and future episode.
We could do that. It's been a long time. Work schedules have kept us really
busy right now.
Busy's one way to say it.
Busy, and now that we're on 2 different schedules, and it's a lot harder to get us together, so we're going to try to get together as much as possible for you guys.
And we'd like to keep it where it's us sitting down, but if it proves that won't really work in the future, we'll get something else figured out. I know those guys at Wrestling Scoop and Soup live in different states, don't they?
Yeah, they live in different states, and Mitch and Joey.
What up?
And Wookie and all Don Tony and all them. But definitely looking into getting some programs going where you and me, even if we can't sit down, we'll be able to at least do something.
Yeah. But, so, going to try to cover a lot in a short amount of time here, but one of the biggest things I'd like to bring up here and then talk about was Roman Reigns kind of cut loose a little bit on
I'd say he cut loose. But
one could say Vince let go of the reins.
But
thank you. I'll be here all night.
Well, not even just that, but the way the crowd flipped.
I choose to believe that the crowd was chanting, "We want Strowman."
But it wasn't. It was Roman.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not what it is in my brain. And guess who the only person who has to live in my brain is? Me.
I live there.
No, you don't?
I do.
No.
I come for comfortable visits. Oh. See?
I told you that in confidence.
Oh, my bad. Well, let's take a look at what started the night with Roman and everything this past Monday.
Yeah. Pause. Oh, it's not that.
No, that's just some highlights of everything going on. It kind of started right here with Brock.
Why does Heyman look like Alfred Hitchcock standing inside? Dude.
And we kick things off with the challenger for the Universal.
There's several fans.
Several kids. Cena version 2.0.
There's adults. Look.
Was that Ryback?
Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
That's me.
I could not be more excited.
This guy. I want blood.
Please, that dude had a beard clear down to here. Give the beard envy.
Yeah. The beards, no,
The
man.
War Machine gives me beard envy.
Yeah.
The War Raiders or whatever, yeah, or give me some beard envy on NXT.
Fuck that guy. I wish Carmella was here.
And ladies and gentlemen, it takes place in 3 weeks at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Sold out for the
Fuck
biggest
that guy.
event of the summer, SummerSlam, streaming live on the WWE.
Definitely fuck that guy.
Brock Lesnar takes on Roman Reigns
Fuck that guy
for
too.
the Universal Championship. Corey, a night Roman Reigns is
I will say Roman and Bobby's match wasn't bad last week.
Bobby should have won.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't deserve another shot.
He should already be the champion 3 times now.
I mean, he should have been the champion for like 5 minutes and then lost the title. But overall, Brock should not be champion several times by now.
Brock shouldn't have been champion in the first place.
No. Brock should have just not been brought back. I mean, yeah, he was
I
funny.
hate saying this. I would have rather seen Triple H come back and win the fucking title than fucking Brock Lesnar. And that's hard to say.
I mean, if you're really gonna make me pick, yeah.
Now this promo, it's not bad, but it's not great. But it gets he's very short and to the point about things. He's not like, oh this and oh that. No. Like he cut down on the theatrics and he's getting back to the way Roman knows how to cut the promo. No.
So like 2 lines and that's it?
Every time I come down here, the energy and the noise is always so loud, so I have to give Miami a special shout out.
Oh, look at that. He's pulling the John Cena card.
And if we're giving shout outs, I gotta go and give Bob a shout out because I said a lot of different things about Bobby Lashley, but after going to war with him a couple times, I can honestly say I respect Bobby Lashley.
Which they shook hands at the end of their match and everything.
Bobby should have whipped
That's
his
a lot
ass.
more than I can say for Brock Lesnar because I have absolutely zero respect for that fool.
Saying something that we've been saying for over a year now doesn't
The
make
guy
you the
never
good guy.
shows up. He never has time to actually come to work, but oddly, he has plenty of time to show up to the UFC.
Wait,
He has plenty of time to walk up in that octagon, get in Daniel Cormier's face, and run his mouth.
true.
True.
But Brock is here tonight, and I guarantee you one thing, Miami. Brock will not come up in my yard, get up in my face, and run his mouth up in here.
Like you can hear most of the fans still booing him.
Yeah, but I like how Roman says that with like all the confidence of a Tumblr
Ladies
feminist.
and gentlemen,
Well, you could tell he was clearly trying to call him out
Yeah.
and antagonize him to come out, and he even looked back like, "Come on, Brock,
ladies
mother."
and gentlemen, and you too, Roman Reigns. Finally, there's Paul.
Hey.
And I am the
Watch this.
Advocate
Roman gets
for
on Paul.
the reigning, defending, undisputed, Universal Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. Now, forgive me, Mr. Reigns, my client has authorized me to offer you his most profound congratulations for your victory last week over Bobby Lashley, ensuring you a title opportunity against the Beast at SummerSlam. But from my perspective, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Which is why, sir, with all Because you can go on
Yeah.
and on and on and on and on and on and on about spearing Brock Lesnar through the cage and that you're the uncrowned champion. But you can mark my words, Roman Reigns. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. At SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar is going to put down the big dog and go on to UFC and become a two-sport champion.
The fuck out of here.
Just shut up, Paul.
Just shut up, man.
We don't care about anything you have to say. We're here to see Brock Lesnar, so bring him out here.
I mean, I'm about this, but I'd be about it no matter who was saying it. So,
Ladies and gentlemen,
in no way does that
my
make me a Roman
client,
Reigns guy.
Brock Lesnar is here right now in the American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida. And he is sitting in the comfort of his luxurious locker room, and he will come out here when he feels like it. I'm not done yet. And if, only if, he feels like coming out. But Roman Reigns, don't worry, because at SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar will do. Well, what? Well, what? What's Brock gonna do, Paul, huh? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna actually show up to SummerSlam? As a matter of fact, if he actually shows up, I want you to remember this. Go ahead and write this down. If Brock Lesnar shows up to SummerSlam, I'm gonna send him back to the UFC. But he's not going back as the Beast. He's going back as Roman Reigns' bitch.
And that's it. He's done.
JR would say, strong talk from the #1 contender. And Paul's just disgusted.
Paul's like, I don't even know what to say to this. I'm out.
Coming out here live tonight, broadcast the real
The backwoodsman.
Obviously I didn't, Paul. I don't watch the show, Paul. Why would I watch the show?
Holy shit, he's talking.
You need to hear
He speaks.
what Roman Reigns said about you. Hold on, I'll pull it up. Look at this. Here.
Please break the phone.
Just pressing my code.
He says he doesn't watch the show.
That one right there is.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's an iPhone 8. You're making Paul Heyman sweat. That was my phone, dude. How much that phone cost?
Motherfucker. You know, that's what was going through his mind. Like, motherfucker, I would smack you, but I'd get my ass whooped. So, you sit here and stare at you for a minute. People in shock that Baron Corbin beat.
I was shocked that Baron Corbin is like 6 inches taller than Brock Lesnar. I was like, whoa. Chop that tree.
Excuse me, rude interruption. What is this about Brock Lesnar?
Can Kurt Angle get much more, like, cherry-like?
Contractual obligation
I mean,
to appear.
He's
Donald,
been that way our whole life, though.
but I mean, he gives Donald Trump, like, tan envy.
No, EC3 gives Donald Trump tan envy. Be looking like a bronze penny.
If you want more from Brock Lesnar, his locker room's right down the hallway. Go get more from Brock Lesnar.
Is it just me or is Kurt like constantly pulsating?
Is your
Like,
Oh, you mean this vein right here?
not just that, but like this one and that one and this one, he's like full Randy Savage
You may
right
be
now.
Brock Lesnar's advocate.
You got this
But
one
you're
up
under
here.
contract with the WWE. A contract that I control.
Like he seriously looks like a pissed off Marine right now.
So if Brock Lesnar doesn't end up in that ring tonight, your contract is terminated. Say goodbye to the WWE. Really? Really?
Oh, really?
I'm dead serious.
Okay, so here we go again with
Allow me.
American
Just
Frontiersman.
this one thought. A total reverse of concept. I think tonight, Brock Lesnar does go out to the ring. And I'll tell you why. First of all, think of all the t-shirts that we sell. It's just more money in your pocket. And then subscriptions that will drive to the WWE Network, which makes your appearance at SummerSlam even more valuable. And while you're out there, you can promote the fact that you are going to be a two-time undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. Brock, what an opportunity. I was out there tonight. I felt the love. The affirmation for Brock Lesnar was overwhelming. And if you come out there tonight to the ring, even for just a few minutes, I'm telling you, Miami is going to give Brock Lesnar the conquering hero's welcome that only he deserves.
You have no idea how under my skin you are getting right now. I don't give a crap about the WWE Universe. In fact, I don't give a crap if I'm here right now. I'd much rather be at home on my couch in my house.
Bye.
Now, why don't you go do something like get me a steak, medium well, baked potato, steamed broccoli. Get out of
Medium
here,
well?
please.
What kind of fucking
Yeah.
communist is Brock Lesnar? Medium
Medium
well.
well. Medium
Get the
rare.
fuck out of here. Medium rare, full rare. I want that motherfucker to cry out in pain and beg for mercy when I bite into it. Like Kobayashi, bitch.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this Brock Lesnar situation.
So Kurt got a call from Stephanie.
Anyway, Stephanie McMahon, she called me earlier tonight. And since we're going to have Brock Lesnar, he's scheduled to be here tonight, Stephanie asked me to remove you from the building. I don't care what Stephanie said. Where's Stephanie? Yeah, but Roman, you're going to lose your championship opportunity at SummerSlam.
Bitch.
When's this going to stop, man? How long are we going to do this for? I understand the pressures that are on you. I know where you're coming from, but you've been in my shoes. You've been in this position. Yes. You're a dog. You're an Olympic champion. I understand all these different things and how they're putting pressure on you, but the fact is, I'm not a yes man. Officers,
Fuck you, Corbin. Who's this gimp little fuck?
Rey Mysterio's cousin on police patrol.
You seriously send in this fucking hobbit to get him out of here?
Oh, you watch this. Ready?
Miami police
Look.
my ass.
Corbin's just smiling.
Please just slap him or something. Nice. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go. That's gotta be the. Yep, it's the fucking midget. Wow, they sent in a cruiserweight to take out Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns has been removed from the arena.
This is where Brock has officially lost the crowd.
Did you get my money?
Did you get my money?
Yes.
Where's my money,
You're
bitch?
here. You've honored your contractual obligations. Here it is. I know I have a contract with you, and thank you for all of these years of allowing me to be under contract with you. But I also have a contract with WWE that allows me to have a contract with you. And if you don't go out to the ring tonight, Kurt Angle's gonna fire me. Fires me. I can't do my job.
Now that was a good match, Brock and Kurt.
I'm asking you, just go out to the ring for a minute. If for no other reason but because you're my friend.
Brock Lesnar had no friends.
No, it gets way worse.
You missed the first shot.
Straight. We're not friends, Paul. You work for me. I don't work for you. Do you understand? Yes. Speaking of, how long you been leeching off me anyway? Huh?
Don't he look like
Come
Sid
on.
Vicious right there?
Yeah, kinda.
I suggest you march your ass out there and do your job. Do you understand? Yes.
Wow. Calls Lesnar
Okay,
sir.
okay.
What are you, Paul? Where's the League of Extreme, Paul?
So Kurt and them come to the ring, and
Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. We're Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. Your tie's undone. It's all undone.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
And I'm an alcoholic.
And I'm the advocate
Fuck that guy.
for the
This guy.
reigning, defending,
Fuck those guys over there.
undisputed
fuck all the guys in yellow shirts.
Yeah.
Universal
Fuck that
Heavyweight
Griffwad in the Christmas sweater. Fuck that guy in the John Bernthal Punisher t-shirt.
Brock Lesnar.
Fuck Kenny from Blockbuster.
May I?
And fuck this guy up here with the weird sign, Auger section. Nice of you to show up for work, Brock. That guy gets a pass. Hey, it's that dude from Pawn Stars.
Got a luchador back here.
Nice. Fuck this dude. Holding up pictures of little kids' faces.
I'm looking for these two. I need to take them to my basement. Where are they?
Maybe those are his kids, and he's just like, they're there in spirit. Fuck this guy in the superhero t-shirt, or the outfit.
Brock Lesnar is not coming out here tonight.
Enough!
There goes their veins again.
Fuck that guy over there who looks like the
Let me
Miz.
explain
Right
to you
there.
what a real champion does. He shows up!
Fuck this blurry guy here.
He defends his title at all costs. He goes the extra mile for the WWE Universe. He does things for charity.
This lady,
and
fuck this lady
community.
back here holding a
Brock
sign,
Lesnar
Roman
does
Reigns, can
none
I
of
be in
that.
your yard?
Oh yeah. 2 times.
Brock Lesnar has to be the
Once
worst
from us and once from
Universal
Roman.
champion of
You can get me in
all
trouble with my
time.
wife.
Fuck this guy here. That shitty grin on his face. Fuck that guy in the Wu-Tang Clan t-shirt.
You're
You know
fucking
what,
a whole
if
lot.
there's
You're a
anything to
whole.
argue with you, Kurt Angle, I'm not going to. You're right. Brock Lesnar is the worst Universal Heavyweight Champion of all time. He is. You're
Fuck
damn
this
right he is.
creep
And you
right
know what?
here with
I'm
the
trying
mutton
to
chops.
rehabilitate him. I'm trying
Look
to
like
make him
Rico.
But did you see how he was looking at the camera? He's like,
But it's a WWE entertainer. They didn't want to listen to me. But Brock Lesnar listens to nobody. But Brock Lesnar respects nobody. He doesn't even respect me. He only barely
Yeah, this guy right here. Fuck him.
And you know what I'm trying to do, Kurt Angle? I'm trying to mold Brock Lesnar in your image. An Olympic
Fuck
gold
this guy right
medalist who
here in
won
the
the Olympic
bright
gold
blue
medal with a
t-shirt.
broken freaking neck, who rose to prominence as the general manager of Monday Night Raw. And I'm trying to mold him in your image, and he just won't listen to me. So if you have ramifications to take out, it shouldn't
That
be on
dude
me.
back
It should
here,
be
this
on
dude right here,
Brock
he's giving the
Lesnar.
fuck. He's going like this, and it's a Ryback hat, and he keeps going like this.
How about you're full of crap?
Nice. That would have been a cool match just to see Ryback and Lesnar. It wouldn't have been that great of a match, but it would have been interesting to see.
Do it on him! What are you doing it to me for? I tried in your name! I tried all night long! He
Fuck
doesn't
this guy with the
care.
Roman Reigns
He
sign.
doesn't respect you! He doesn't
It's a chick.
respect any single one of
It's
you!
a dude now.
But I respect you.
Yeah, fuck this guy. He keeps trying to inch over into the camera.
I think the world of you, Kurt Angle. As a matter of fact,
Hi, Ava. Yeah, fuck that
I have a
guy.
working relationship with you.
Your contract is now terminated. You're done, Heyman. You're finished. Get the hell out of here.
Get out of my dick. Stop trying to bite my balls. Alright, go ahead and chew on him a little bit. Up, now you're going for the nips. Oh, look.
The beast is here.
There's more middle fingers in the air right now than there is when Stone Cold Steve Austin comes to the ring.
I'm not Paul Heyman said Brock Lesnar wasn't coming out here.
Fuck all you people with your goddamn cell phones. You're not allowed to film.
His eyes have just morphed into a smile and a sigh of relief. Yeah, looks like he's stressed. Paul Heyman in the ring says he's just getting one
Well,
over
yeah,
I guess.
but I did it because we were told not to.
How do you know they're not? They're being rebels.
Universal champion who faces
They're people who can afford front row seats. They're narcissists. Or friends of the wrestlers, which makes them narcissists.
Has made his way out to the arena
Touche.
live on Monday Night Raw in Miami. After 3 hours of ultimatums by our general manager, Kurt Angle.
After 3 hours of ultimatums and utter torture for the viewer and those in attendance, because imagine how much, like, just sponsorship and just promos and commercials they have to sit through. I mean, we have to sit through.
Tuesday was worse.
Was it?
Way worse. SmackDown was way worse about it. It was constant recaps and things. There was hardly anything going on.
This guy in the Monster Bank t-shirt is going to be really pissed off when KO takes the Money in the Bank away from Strowman.
You won't.
God, I hope not.
You got a problem with me?
Come on, Kurt, step up.
You got a problem with me?
Look how much taller he is than Brock. Like, look at that.
Oh my God! He's the glorified general manager. Kurt Angle didn't even do anything.
Damn. Where's your balls at, Corbin? Constable Corbin.
They're in Stephanie's pocket, or up her skirt, one of the two.
Of harm's way.
I feel like Stephanie's got, like,
She's got dozens of guys'
Yeah.
balls just stitched onto her fucking fupa.
What's the names
Tattoo
tattooed?
model. Each sack has their own tattoo.
Triple H.
Dad.
Yeah.
She's got Vince by the balls.
I feel like Linda has Vince by the balls.
They split it. They each have one.
Yeah, because they've only got room for one. If he really does have grapefruit-sized balls. That's a Puma. Didn't Brock do this to Heyman once?
No.
Like, I thought he had turned on Heyman at least once. No? Roman sucks.
Remember, Roman Reigns was escorted out of the building by security earlier tonight. And the question is this: after what we just witnessed and what Brock Lesnar did to our general manager,
I think Paul Heyman turns on Brock and helps Roman win.
I don't want to see Roman and Paul join up. The only positive thing that would come out of Paul and Roman is that Roman wouldn't have to talk, and Paul would do all his talking.
So that was pretty much it for that.
So, pause. Well, let us sit there and then we can do a YouTube thing.
What YouTube thing are we doing?
Just do another try not to laugh review. Macho Manias.
The new table for 3,
oh,
Flair,
that's
Kurt
really
Angle, and
cool.
Sting.
That would be really awesome. So,
That all women's pay-per-view
what all women's pay-per-view?
coming up in October.
What all women's pay-per-view coming up in October?
Evolution.
What women's pay-per-view coming up in October named Evolution? I'm not wasting my time on that shit.
There's 50 women going to be there.
Look, I got nothing against the women wrestlers, but I'm just like, I gotta take a stance on it because they talk about how this used to be a male-dominated sport. Okay, you're never gonna get rid of that. I'm sorry. It's always going to be a male-dominated sport. I'm not saying that because I'm a dude and I like it like that. It's just, that's how it's always gonna be. Sorry. Truth hurts sometimes.
But we call it like it is.
Right. I'm not trying to put down the women at all.
Well, I showed you the other day. I tried to make a card.
Yeah.
And it was a decent match card.
You still have an hour to kill.
And that's just in promos and everything. Promos and recap videos. And I said, it's too hard. And there was 13 or 14 matches that I had.
Yeah.
There's never going to be... When's the last time you remember seeing 13, 14 matches?
It's been a long time. Long time.
Right. I'm like, there's no possible way. Especially when you got 3 titles. Or 2 titles. Possibly 4 with the NXT.
Right.
And the possible of them dropping the women's tag team championships out.
I'd be okay with that.
But then you have the 5th match being the Mae Young Classic final.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got 5 big matches that you know are going to be at least 20 minutes apiece. Then what are you going to do with all the other ones?
See, here's the thing. If they didn't have the network to put this on, this pay-per-view would make no money. Because nobody would have paid pay-per-view prices to watch that. When we were like 15, how much did it cost to order WrestleMania?
Oh, it still costs 60, 70 bucks to order a pay-per-view.
I remember it costing $80 one year.
Oh, yeah. One year when they were doing it, the special 4 hours that they did it for the 1 year. Because originally it was only 3.
I think it was WrestleMania 23. They wanted $80 for it. But, no, like, if that was the only option, hardly anybody would order it. And I really don't think that many people are going to watch it.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that are interested in watching it just to see how well they do. But, and don't get me wrong, there's all women's wrestling shows out there that are death matches and stuff like that, but what matches are you going to have?
My problem is that there's just not that, there's not enough character development within the women's locker room to really put on an amazing show. And, I mean, I know that there's going to be a lot of these Mark purists that are, like, in their late 20s, or not late 20s, late teens. They're just like, the character doesn't matter, all that matters is what happens in the ring. Like, alright, man, if you want to go watch the indies, go for it, I don't care. I watch the indies sometimes too. But the characters matter to me. And I guess if that's wrong, fuck me.
Well, here's the thing. Their characters are supposed to be their brand.
Right. there is no believable badass chicks outside of NXT. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, I've said it before and I'll say it 1,000 times. I'll say it until I'm dead. What's going on with Rousey right now is not Rousey's fault. It is Vince McMahon's fault.
But here's the thing. Ronda also signed the contract to come up rather than go down.
She didn't know any better. In all honesty,
Didn't she?
did she
Because
really?
Shayna was already in the WWE at that point and was in NXT. So why not sign it and be down there with her?
Who knows? Maybe Triple H was talking it up big.
But having her disappear for a month or 2 months, for Christ's sake, she's been in the company for how many months now? And this is going to be her first match inside the ring outside of a pay-per-view
Yeah.
next week. It's like it's ridiculous.
No, I really hope she doesn't hurt herself or Alexa at SummerSlam.
Oh, you mean drop Alexa on her hip like she did at Alicia Fox?
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah. See, I think Ronda's got the moves down. I don't think she knows exactly how to sell them perfectly yet. I mean, obviously, she doesn't know how to sell it perfect. Because she knows how to slam her opponents. What she doesn't know is how to set them down.
Right.
Because she really could have hurt Alicia.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
And I'm glad she didn't. Because, you know, I don't want Ronda to get hurt over this whole thing. Like, her career, her personal life, because, I mean, let's face it, Ronda has had her personal demons in the past, and...
Well, apparently her and the UFC are good because they just put her in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but, I mean, let's be honest, her UFC career is probably over.
Oh, it's been over.
I mean, she could definitely keep making movies.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that when Sly finally gets off his ass and finishes this next Expendables film, which I shouldn't say it like that, you know, he's been busy doing other shit. Like making another Rambo movie. Something really taboo happened recently, and Hulk Hogan was re-established in the Hall of Fame, and maybe coming back to actually wrestle.
Here's my thing. They ghosted him out of the Hall of Fame. He never received a paper saying you're out. They ghosted him. They just pulled him off the website and everything. Didn't erase him out of the record books or anything like that.
That's
though.
what happens in the PC society, though, bro.
They just ghosted him, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, we're putting you back in. So how can you put somebody back in that you never really officially took the fuck out?
Oh, I don't know. But that's what happens in the PC generation, man. You get racist and people ghost you. But, so, here's actually, well, the constant theory is that he's going to come back and wrestle one more match, which I don't put it past Hogan to try to make that happen. I don't know if they would let him, but I'll bet you Vince would be like, fuck yeah! And Triple H would be like, Vince, for Christ's sake. But Vince would be like, fuck you, it's Hogan! Money, 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 money!
Hogan will never hop back in a wrestling ring like that.
I believe he would do it.
No. Dude, his back, he'd literally shatter his back if he wrestled one more match.
I guarantee you, if the money was right, he would sign a contract to do a match for Juggalo Championship Wrestling against Greg the Hammer Valentine.
No.
I fucking bet you he would.
No. Even if the money was right now. Although, fuck Linda.
Oh, absolutely.
And fuck Hogan's ex-wife, too.
Also known as Linda.
Yeah. Both Lindas. Fuck Vince and Hogan's Lindas.
Yeah.
But Hogan's ex-wife, I can't fucking stand that bitch.
Hey, Nick's buddy is, or was. Fucking her.
Well, yeah.
But then,
dude, her book.
just trashes him.
Oh, not only just trashes them, talks about how it's like a self-help book to women on how to find out if your man's cheating.
So, does she say anything about Hulk offering her as a pleasure thing to the Warrior?
No.
Okay, because I remember the Warrior talking about that, and I was like, "Oh, please be true, please be true."
But no, he was just out at work more often. He wasn't coming home. He was very suspicious with his phone. Wouldn't let me near it, answering it, nothing. Like, do you know that season 3 of Hogan Knows Best, they actually had to clip and piece it together
Oh, I believe it.
because they were not even talking to each other.
I believe it.
And I'm like, and then she just took him back to court for more fucking money.
He was worth it. Worth the money, I mean.
Right.
I'm not saying it was right, I'm saying he had the money.
Oh, not what she's getting. She's getting over $400,000 a month.
What?
Yeah. He has to pay her like $400,000 a month.
See, that's why I'm saying he would definitely wrestle for Juggalo Championship
He
Wrestling.
might at that point, but yeah, she's like bleeding him dry completely.
Wow, what a bitch. I mean, I'm
And,
not...
but you want to know what the fucked up thing is? He gave her the house. He gave her the cars.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm in no way trying to say Hogan is a good person. I think Hulk Hogan as a person is a piece of shit.
I won't even say he's a piece of shit. I think he did something stupid.
I think he's done a lot of
But
things
even like
really
Mark
shitty.
Mark Henry just did an interview on Hogan, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Mark even said, Hogan's not like that. He's like, Hogan's a down-to-earth guy. He said something out of anger, and yeah, it was racist, yeah, it was bad. He's like, I don't condone what he said, but...
Mark was also the same guy who said that if Hogan wanted to come back, he had to apologize to all the black wrestlers.
Right. And that's the whole thing. Mark knows. He's like, I think that, because they asked him, do you think he actually is sincerely sorry about it? And Mark said, yeah, I can honestly say, knowing Hogan through all these years, that yeah, Terry's not like that. Terry, he said this out of anger because of what happened and what was going on.
So,
What people don't know is, it was Brooks' boyfriend that he said this to.
That's the issue, because it was people. I'm going to be Heath Ledger Joker for a minute. Have best friend. Best friend has hot wife. You partake in amateur porn.
Okay, that's 20-some years ago.
No, that wasn't 20-some years ago. That's what that whole issue was about. The Gawker case. That happened, like, just literally within the last 5 years. That video was shot in the last 5 years. That is brand spanking new for the most part. Like, that was not that long ago at all.
No, it was a few years ago.
This was, like, within the last 5 years this video was shot.
I thought it was way before that.
No. This is
Because
recent.
it was in Linda's book how she put up with that and everything, and she let it go. And
Nah, this happened just within the last few years. That video.
I didn't think it did.
Yeah. You have sex with best friend's wife on video. Nobody cares. You, during this video, start talking about your daughter. Doggy style. Nobody cares. During conversation with best friend's wife, you are nailing.
Who your best friend is helping you tag team in this video.
No, he wasn't even in the video. The best friend was not. It was just Hogan and the woman.
And his friend was recording it.
It was like up on a bookshelf somewhere.
No.
He wasn't holding it. It was sitting still.
Hogan's friend was with them. Hogan's friend's the one that said, you want to bang my wife?
Well, I know that he was okay with it.
Yeah, like he was
but-
saying okay with it, so let's get that out
thing.
there.
That was another thing. He didn't care that his wife was going to take it from Hogan. Nobody cares.
Right.
Knowing full goddamn well you are on camera, you decide to talk about her black boyfriends or some guy that she's into and drop the N-bomb while you are inside your best friend's wife. Nobody cares about all that shit, but the fact that he dropped the N-bomb, everybody lost their goddamn minds. I'm not trying to say racism is not an important issue, because it is, and it's shit. I hate racism of all kinds. But let's not forget the other fucked up things that Hogan has done, everybody. Let's just take a moment to remember, say your prayers, and take your vitamins. Now let's consider everything else aside from the racist comment that he made in that video. Like, the fact that the video was made at all. Just all the contents of that video. I feel like our priorities are a little bit fucked. Anyway, what I think should happen to make amends for this. Hogan should come down to the ring one night on Raw. Get the mic. Talk about how sometimes in life we make mistakes. We say something stupid. We do something stupid. And all he wants to do is move forward. Just heartfelt, sincere, I want to move on. People kind of cheer, you know, cool. Then the New Day comes out. And they're just like, hey Hogan, we forgive you. But payback's a bit... Gawker.
Gawker case.
Yeah. But it ain't gonna be that easy. So New Day tackles Hogan to the ground and holds him down, and making his debut on the main roster, out walks the Velveteen Dream with an electric razor, marches his ass down to the ring, and shaves off Hogan's mustache, and then gets a microphone and says, apology accepted, and then walks out. That would be awesome.
This was a video that was taken in private in a home that got leaked out. Somebody hacked the phone and sent it out.
It shouldn't have been sent out.
It shouldn't have been sent out, and what he was saying in private and in confidence should have never been taken to a courthouse. Whether it got leaked out to the public
that's
or
the thing.
not.
Like, Hogan sued them for leaking it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand Hogan taking him to court, but I'm just like, further than just it shouldn't have been leaked, man, Hogan, you shouldn't have done that. But, I mean, it sucks that we all have to know that you did it.
Well, him and his current wife are swingers, so.
That's fucked up.
I got a cousin that's a swinger. Him and his wife.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
And they're getting awfully stroked. A lot.
Good for them.
But that's my thing. I mean, it was done in private, so I don't hold it against Hogan. We all say dumb shit in private.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't tweet it like Roseanne.
I do. I have to admit, I do say a lot of racist things about white people. I do.
He really does.
Fucking
Sometimes I just want to hold a mirror up to him and be like, check your skin tone.
No. Now, here's the thing. I actually had this confirmed by a black man. Several, actually. So, when I was a bouncer...
Oh, I know guys that are black that are white as hell.
No. Just hear my story. I might have already told you this, but they don't know. So, I used to be a bouncer at a dance club. I was the only white bouncer. I tolerated no kind of racial bigotry. It was funny because one of the black guys that worked there, he wouldn't tolerate racial shit about anything. Like, even if people were like... He cut into another black guy one time because he wanted to talk to him instead of me because this bouncer was black and the guy that was causing the issue was black. He wouldn't talk to me because I was white. He made that very clear when he stuck his finger in my face and said, "Excuse me," and looked at the bouncer and said, "From one brother to another." And I said, "Hey man, your show." So yeah, he really cut into that guy for that. But anyway, I was walking to the bar one day to start work, and I was just getting off from my other job. So when I was walking down the road, two of the bouncers were sitting in one of their cars, and they said, "Hey, Nitro, come on over, hang out with us for a little bit." So I walked over and hopped in the back of the car. You know, a lot of people are already starting to think funny things. But anyway, we're talking and bullshitting.
roll,
And it's-
roll my joint.
It's just funny because like there's this random white dude just hopping in the back of this car with these two black guys.
Now, if it was an old Cutlass, yeah.
No, it was a brand new white Camaro. One of the bouncers also worked at the electric company.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'd
just
still be thinking funny things like,
Oh.
you know he didn't get that money honestly. Don't lie.
see so many goofy jokes, already. But I
Right.
mean, we would joke with each other about shit like that. We could joke amongst each other, but when everybody else wanted to get involved, it was like, hey, you're not one of us, fuck off.
Right, and
But-
I got friends that are black that we joke like that. Like, we crack racist jokes on each other all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It,
the point is though, like,
but it's done in private, and it's us.
but what I was getting at though was at one point during the conversation, the driver looked back at me and he goes, "Nitro, you're white, but you're our insert soft A N-word." To which the guy in the passenger seat just snapped his head and looked over at him, and he stared at him for a minute, and then he went, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah, I got.
And I just kind of sat there and I thought, did I just get my black card?
Oh yeah,
Well, see,
it's scary when you get your black card because then you might want to take some free liberties with that black
See,
card.
no,
and you gotta
I
reel
haven't-
yourself in.
I haven't taken any liberties. I got that bitch in my back pocket. I'm saving it for a rainy day. But I have asked a few different guys that I'm friends with, like, hey, this is what happened. What does that mean?
You
And
got
they're
your
just
black
like, got your black card, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, nice. I'm not going to use that very loosely. Oh boy.
But
I can't wait to use it, though.
you
Hey,
need anything
hey, hey.
different?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Grab my other monster.
But yeah, just anytime there's almost a scrap going down, I can just run and be like, hey, I got my black card, and I speak jive. Don't even get me started on Ebonics. What color that is, what do?
Well, unless you're Booker T's Ebonics. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack.
Okay, so to wrap this up, we're going to do a couple of try not to laugh challenges. Now that we're slightly back on the topic here.
Slightly black on the topic?
Back on the
I
topic,
thought
see?
you said black
You're
on
trying
the
to keep
topic.
us in the past here. Keeping
Well,
us
isn't that
down.
what Vince is doing?
I'm sad now.
But we got to go over some other things before we get to those.
Yeah. So SummerSlam's coming up. The only good match on this card, ladies and gentlemen, and
What is the full card? Let me check this out.
there's only one match I give a damn about, really, just one. And it really should be the main event, but it's not gonna be. The main event's gonna be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Which, by the way, CBS Sports, thank you. I'll give you a shout out because you guys are like the most accurate and on top of your game with match cards and possible matches and stuff. We have AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, which is the match you're waiting on for the WWE Championship.
Gonna
I think
bring
it's
the
going to be
house
a
down.
flop match.
I bet you. You know what? I'll place a dollar bet. It's gonna bring the house down. It's gonna be the best show of the night.
I think it'll be a flop zone because they're not going to let them do, or somebody's going to interfere and fuck it all up. And Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I'm tired of seeing this match already.
One of two things are gonna happen. Somebody's gonna cash in, or Brock's gonna change his mind.
You're right. Or Roman actually gets the belt and Brock's finally gone. Let's be honest.
That's not gonna happen.
I think it will. Well, I will laugh. Here's my thing. I will laugh. Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar, finally gets the belt. Braun Strowman, because that's the other match, is Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens for the Money in the Bank contract. Braun comes out right when Roman wins the belt, and he's holding up the belt in the corner. Next thing you know, Braun comes running down, cashes in Money in the Bank, takes it. Shortest fucking Universal Championship run ever. Then we have the Raw Women's Championship match, Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. Sorry, it's going to be a shit show because Ronda's been practicing for 2 months now.
Good news is, title's coming off Alexa.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it
They'll
will.
leave the title on her, just like they'll leave the title on this next person. Carmella versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
I can see that.
Intercontinental Championship, which I'm actually kind of excited to see, is Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins.
Well, that would be a good match.
It was a good match last pay-per-view in the Iron Man match, but I think it's just one of those things where you need to stop hiding Dolph behind Drew and let Dolph go out there and do Dolph's thing.
Yeah, they're gonna let. I say Rollins is going over.
Yeah. Money in the Bank briefcase match, like I said, was Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens.
Is there gonna be anything special about that match?
Nope.
It's just a one-on-one.
Just one-on-one. SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They're right now doing the tournament. It ends this Tuesday to see who's going to face them, but it's the Bludgeon Brothers versus whoever. I think New Day advanced, and I think the Bar advanced. So it might be I think it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers versus Sheamus and Cesaro, which may turn out to be a decent match, but it's not going to be like a charismatic, over-the-top match. I think it will be an okay match.
Needs to be the Bludgeon Brothers versus that team that just came up from NXT. That's been shat upon since they.
Oh,
came
you
from the
mean
roster.
Authors of Pain?
Yeah.
Or Sanity would have been a better choice for Raw SmackDown.
6-man tag team.
Right.
Three.
Well,
Whatever you call that.
Sanity's on Raw,
Two
which
versus
pisses
two
me
versus
off.
two. Yeah.
Then we have the Cruiserweight Championship, Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gallagher. Who the fuck cares? Sorry, Cruiserweight's nothing against you, but it's kind of...
Ain't shit without Enzo and the other guy with big ears.
To
see, I don't even remember him.
SummerSlam card predictions, which I think these are pretty accurate.
Who put this out?
CBS
Okay.
Sports. They're the ones that I normally go to, and we normally get pretty good accurate reads off of them. One of the matches that they say that I know hasn't come around yet, but the way they're leading up to it, I think it will. Either this pay-per-view or maybe even next pay-per-view. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz again. Bobby Lashley versus Elias. I think that would be a good one for Lashley interrupting Elias's concert last Monday, or the Monday before. United States Championship is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, I mean, Randy's going through his what about Raven stage.
Well, apparently he's been wanting this heel turn for a while now.
Oh, yeah. He needed to go back to heel.
I mean, he just really doesn't care about the title picture right now. He's just like, oh, I'll show up, piss off everybody, draw some heat, go home.
Right.
RKO my kids.
Raw Tag Team Championships, the B Team, who are the champions.
I just want to bang my head off this table, but I know I've already wrecked too many
Here's
new
my
tables.
thing. If you want to put two people together that actually know each other and work well together, why don't you stop, have Matt Hardy go back to Jeff, and then, you know what? Let's do a brother versus brother tag team. Put fucking Bo Dallas with his brother Bray Wyatt and be done. Two brothers against two brothers. That would bring the fucking house down if you just let Bo do his thing like he did in the Indies and Ring of Honor with fucking Bray.
What they need to do,
Or Ohio Valley, whatever.
what they need to do is revitalize the Wyatt family, incorporate, I refuse to call him Woken Matt, Broken Matt, Vince.
That was
brother.
actually Matt. Sorry to tell you that. That was Matt.
Vince let it happen. I can find a way to blame everything wrong in WWE on Vince McMahon.
Well, before we go too much further, it's not just them. It's the B Team versus the Leader of Worlds versus the Revival is what they're predicting. Which I would like to see the Revival actually take the fucking championships and actually have a true wrestling tag team who are actual professional wrestlers,
Vince.
I think it would be a good match, except for, like I said, I'd rather see Bray Wyatt turn Bo Dallas, like pull the Ministry of Darkness kind of thing, and turn Bo Dallas into a minion. And tag with him. The True Brothers, the good Believe, and the Eater of Worlds. The dark and the light together. Not this Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, light and dark. And put Broken, Woken, whatever you want to call him, Matt Hardy with Jeff Hardy as Brother Nero. And let those two go to war. Let those two tag teams go to war. But I would rather see the revival out of any of these ones win.
Yeah.
The other one is, okay, and Andre, Ade, you and me are going to have a talk. Just go Cien Almas. Your fucking name is so damn long. Andre Cien Almas. Like, motherfucker, I shouldn't have to say 3 names to get one person out, okay? Cien Almas. And Selena Vega. Her little sexy Latino ass. Versus Rusev and Lana, which has been coming about for a while now. In a mixed tag team.
You know what? If KO ends up with the championship, it needs
Here's
to be
the
him
one.
And Rusev. And Rusev needs to take it off of him.
Here's the one where I think they're getting a little far-fetched, but I could see it possibly happening. And I hate saying it this way. They're predicting John Cena versus The Undertaker. Because Taker is supposed to come back and fight Triple H here soon. And it says Cena and Taker have not appeared on WWE TV since the Greatest Royal Rumble. And there is some unfinished business on Cena's end after the quick loss he suffered at WrestleMania 34. This could be the second match of the trilogy paying off at WrestleMania 35 if WWE wants to go in that direction. Which, let's be honest, who really wants to see Undertaker versus Triple H again?
Not me.
Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre is another one that they're predicting could be added to this card. Which would be nice, because then that would keep Drew McIntyre kind of occupied away from the Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler match. And no predictions yet for Asuka, Nia Jax, the Usos, or Sanity, among others. Because that's the whole thing. This match card literally only has a few select matches, and it's a 4-hour pay-per-view. So you know this next week you guys are going to really want to pay attention, because they're going to add matches out of fucking nowhere.
There is only one reason why Undertaker should come back and wrestle one more match.
Sting.
And that is for Sting. Sting needs to stop hinting at things.
Sting ain't ever going to come back and wrestle.
Sting was just recently quoted to have said that he still could have a good match with Undertaker. Here's the thing. I love these guys because I grew up watching them. You did too.
Oh, yeah. Sting,
same thing with Sting, Undertaker. If you're gonna do it, do it. Stop fucking around, because you're just getting older, you're just getting more fragile. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but it's the fucking truth. You're breaking down. Look at Terry Funk. You guys want to be like Terry? You guys want to be like Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan? You want to be like them? I bet you don't. Get it done. Get it over with.
Sure, they can be like that, because then they'll just take DDP yoga and get all better.
Didn't work for Vader.
Sure did. Vader was much more mobile before he died. Mick Foley, he's much more mobile.
Well, yeah, but Vader actually apparently ended his friendship with Dallas over the whole fact that the yoga didn't work for him. But I mean, Dally wanted him to lose weight because
He said the weight's gonna kill you. He's like, I can't
Which, I mean, I understand Vader was just built like a brick shithouse. But
No. Did you see Vader before he died?
Yeah.
Vader was still going out and wrestling at these farm indie shows and then turning around and going and smashing a triple stack big bacon sandwich burger. It's like, dude, you can't. And that's what DDP got onto him about, and he didn't like it. Nothing against you, Vader. Love you, miss you. Loved your matches. You even for me, because I've always been a big guy, I'm like, fuck it, if Vader can do it, I can definitely go out there and do it. So I went out and did it.
One of the best matches that could have happened, well, it could not have happened just because of time and age, but a dream match would have been Vader versus Braun Strowman.
No.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Vader versus Joe.
I was going to say, Joe and Vader would be another good one. But I mean, like...
Braun, here's my thing. Braun would have just did the same thing that he did to Big Show. Put him out the pasture.
I mean, in their primes.
Oh, in their primes? Yeah.
Imagine those
Now,
two stepping in the ring together
like I
and just
said,
staring each other down.
Like I said, one of my fondest memories ever was the first WWE show I ever got to go to. And it was the Road Warriors with Undertaker versus the Nation of Domination. And Vader was fighting somebody that night, and Vader got this close to my face and yelled in my face, "It's Vader time!" I was like 5, 6 years old. I was like, oh, like, oh, that's scary. But had the face paint on, like Animal from Road Warriors. Had the fucking mullet look hook that I had back then. The foam red shoulder pads with the black spikes on them and shit. Oh yeah, dude. It was all done up. Crowd chanting, "Go LOD, go little Animal," and pointing to me, and Animal standing on the top rope and just pointed down at me, and I was like, fuck yeah. That's right. Like my dad, we got to the arena, and we are literally sitting in the car, and it took a good hour and a half before the show started for him to sit there and paint my face identical, like the spider in the middle, everything coming down. Him and my mom are painting my face, looked identical to Animal's face paint. It was a good show.
That's cool.
And that's when I knew this is what I want. Whether it be the podcast, whether it be in that ring, whatever.
Just something.
Just something to do with wrestling.
But, you know, these guys need to figure out when they're going to be done and stop bullshitting. Because, I mean, I love Sting. I will always love him. But, dude, if you got one more in you, get it fucking done.
Now, I got a question for you. What was your turning point for loving wrestling?
See, okay, so what got me started, I was 6 years old, flipping through the channels, and I knew who Sting and Booker T and like Jeff Jarrett and Nash and Hogan were through pop culture. And I came across Monday Night Nitro. Just in time to watch Jeff Jarrett unleash the beast with his guitar all over Booker T's wife's head. Wife number 2, I believe. Or, I don't know. At the time. He was in Harlem Heat, had the flat top, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
The awesome Booker T.
The Harlem Heat with the Stevie Ray.
The Hulk Hogan, we coming for you! But, anyway, he wanted some of Jarrett, and he was putting his wife on the ambulance, and Sting ran in and stopped him. And he goes, "Nah, man, you go to the hospital with your wife. I got Jarrett. I got that son of a bitch." So Sting came down to the ring for some justice. And I remember crying at one point because it really looked like Jarrett was going to go over. And at the last minute, Sting came out of nowhere and gave him the Scorpion Death Drop and pinned him 1, 2, 3. And I was hooked after that. And I was a die-hard Nitro guy, man.
Oh, dude,
They do call me Nitro.
I went to a few Monday Night Nitros. I had pictures of the Nitro girls dancing and shit like that. But my dad said he knew that I wanted to do wrestling. Not just at the time where I went to the show, but when Bill Goldberg came out, my dad had bought me boxer briefs that had the Goldberg symbol on the back, and it said Goldberg and had his face on one of the legs. And I had gotten the CD of WCW and WWF CD that had their music, and I played Goldberg's music, and I just kicked my fucking bedroom door and came out to wrestle him in these little shorts. He's like right then and there, and did the whole little punch and kick and everything. He's like, I knew right then and there I was in trouble because you were going to be a wrestler at some point.
I absolutely hate that the Gilbert gimmick exists.
Yeah.
Like, fuck whoever came up with that. That sounds like a Russo idea, but it was probably a Vince idea.
Oh, look at Shark Boy imitating Stone Cold. And that was in TNA.
Yeah.
And then you had, oh, what's his name?
Suicide?
No.
Because wasn't the same guy who was Shark Boy Suicide?
At one point, Gregory Helms, yeah. Gregory Helms was Shark Boy and Suicide at one point.
I was so pissed off that Hulk Hogan was the guy to get the mask off of Suicide. Like, you son of a bitch.
No, not him. Jay Lethal being fucking doing the Macho Man Randy Savage.
I thought that was actually kind of funny.
But that's my whole thing. That it was to be a slap in the face of WWE.
I mean, yeah, but I'm sitting there going, you know, Jay almost does Macho Man better than Macho Man. Almost.
Right. Except for he couldn't get the ooh yeah.
Couldn't get it down right, but the way he would roll his lips over his teeth was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
The Macho Man! Just he'd get those veins popping out.
Right. But like I said, there's so much not going on to talk about, but there's so much to talk about. It's weird with the WWE right now.
Yeah.
NXT, I still think is their number one brand.
Yeah, and they don't need to bring Alistair up yet.
No. I think there's going to be a rival between him and Ciampa and Gargano, which I hate because Gargano and Ciampa took so much of Aleister Black's reign away from him because that was such a focal point.
Bring Lars up. I know that Lars is not perfect by any means.
Let
but
him and Braun Strowman go at each other.
I'd like to see Lars and Brock go at it, because I think that he would take a couple of those punches and he would give them back to Brock. That's what I
I'll
want
tell
to
you
see.
now, I think it's bullshit that they've made Roman take as many shots from Brock and just let it go as they have. Because Brock has literally decked him several fucking times and Roman's just
Taking it.
taking it.
I think he's scared of him.
I don't think he's scared of him because Roman threw a few of them back and then all of a sudden Roman was, here, we're going to kick you down to this instead.
If Brock starts feeding him real punches at SummerSlam, I really hope Roman just starts feeding him elbows. Like, play Brock's game.
Right. Because Brock's laid him open with an elbow. You knew he connected on several of the punches during the first fight. And it's like, dude, there's a difference between connecting with a wrestling punch and throwing an actual punch like Brock was.
Yeah. Or even the punches he fed to Strowman.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, Strowman should have
That
got
one
up.
to Strowman's fucking ear, I would have got up and beat the dog shit out of Brock for that.
Because I think they all would have been on him.
Oh, yeah. And that's my thing. Brock Lesnar needs to leave.
Yeah.
He needs to go. I don't care that you're dropping the title. If you do, drop it to Roman at this point.
Yeah, and then don't come back. You know,
Right.
Brock is an embarrassment to wrestling.
Well, not only that, everybody, like I've seen it on social media, oh, that was just part of the act of him on Monday night. No, that is how Brock really feels. I'm telling you that now. He don't
That
give
is
a
Brock
fuck
Lesnar.
about anything about the WWE Universe. He's been quoted several times, I don't watch the show. I go, I do my job, I leave.
Yeah, he's brought nothing but shame to that company and to himself, and he's too
Well,
proud
and
to
here's
see
my
it.
thing. You took away the World Heavyweight title, which had so much prestige to it, it wasn't funny.
That was one of their biggest mistakes.
And you made it into this Universal title, and when Rollins had it, or Finn Balor or something, you were going to build a legacy off of it,
Yep.
which was great. You gave it to Brock Lesnar, and literally, the fucking Cruiserweight title has more prestige to it than this fucking Universal title does now.
And that's a purple piece of junk.
Right. I mean, and like Cody Rhodes when he took the Intercontinental Championship back and actually put the white belt on it, which was, sorry, the white strap is the second Intercontinental Championship. The original one is yellow, bastard.
Yeah, the black is always the best, though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You've taken so many belts, and I hate, and it could just be me, I hate having two different tag teams.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I like having, like they had before. There was the Raw Tag Team Champions, there was the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
And see, I don't. I'd rather have the World and the United States Tag Team Champions like it was in the past. Or the World and the TV Tag Team Champions.
I'd rather have the World and the WWE. That's it. That's all you need. It was easy to keep track of.
Here's my thing. You do need... Here's my thing. You need a total of 4 men's belts. Besides the tag team. Just one set of World Tag Team Champions. WWE World Tag Team Champions. Let them have contracts where they have to go on both shows.
That would take away from their home time, though.
They're there anyways. It's the very next night.
Yeah, well, that's true.
They might have to drive an hour, 2 hours down the fucking road to go to the next arena. I mean...
It's true. It's true.
Because both shows are live now.
Yeah.
And they're in the same city. But my thing is... You need the World, the WWE, the Intercontinental, and the United States. That's it.
I don't mind there being a cruiserweight. There doesn't need to be a cruiserweight show.
No.
It
If you're
does
going to
not.
have a cruiserweight, you need to put the cruiserweights on the main show.
Yeah, because, I mean, at this point, you may as well make 205 Live Tag Team Championships and Women's Championships.
Which women's, my thing is, you have a SmackDown, you have a Raw, and now you're about to have 2 tag teams.
This reminds me, oh my God. That reminded me of when Titus O'Neil was trying to carry a keg at the old NXT, and he tripped up a mat as well.
Look.
That may be the greatest thing I've ever seen. Byron, what is it about the University of Florida? You don't go there. All right. Oh my God. That may be the greatest moment in Royal Rumble history. It really might be the greatest moment ever. I'm trying to hold it together. Randy Orton and Shepard.
He just can't.
And there he goes.
I love it. But Corey tried so hard to hold it in and just lost it.
He really did.
Daniel Bryan's performance tonight, that may be the greatest thing I've ever witnessed.
You know Corey's in tears.
Hey, let's watch it again. And look at this.
And again!
Did you hear? Please stop.
He's like 6'8", right? He went through the ring. That's incredible.
Hopefully nobody saw me. Everybody saw you, Titus.
Won 3 Royal Rumbles. Top that, Stone Cold. And Titus O'Neil, go back under the ring.
Get out of here, you botching motherfucker, you. Stop it, Corey. You can't get eliminated if you're under the ring. She asked for more commitment. Yes! Thank you for coming to Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Where is he going? Nowhere! Get off the apron, god damn it, you cruiserweight son of a bitch! What are you doing now? Are you pinning him in a rumble?
Daniel Bryan.
God damn it, Daniel. Where you going? Come here! I'm just gonna drop you. That's what I'm gonna do. Dunk! God damn it, Kevin. That was a big
Look, Joe. This kills me right here.
I remember this. Alright, that's fine. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, that could have been terrible. Poor Bobby.
Already powering through, going up top.
Yay!
Nobody home. Drop a hole in the back end.
No, he fucking did not.
Leg now. Kick out at 2. I don't think Jeff Hardy connected at all. Maybe it was an attempted a ploy for Jinder to throw Hardy off this game.
Maybe it was just the impact shook Jinder's knees out from underneath him. I'm not entirely sure, but Jeff Hardy's still in.
That's bullshit, but I believe it.
This is terrible.
Special moment. He did deep down into his arsenal. What's it going to take to topple the game? Wow! He got caught. A spine buster. Cover. Not right.
What?
Watch this again.
That's a
Power
bomb.
Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call
Right back to
it.
home base. Right back to their corner. Sheamus and Cesaro continuing this dominance. Uh-oh. Double team effort now by the ball. Is that enough? Sheamus for a moment forgot he was legal. Now he goes into the cover. Rare miscue between Sheamus and Cesaro.
You just wait till I get up at the same time.
All right, where did you go?
Here.
Okay. Well, to wrap up tonight's episode, I would like to point out New Jack is an asshole.
You're just figuring this out?
No, New Jack just came out on Twitter and was talking about guys who like paved the way for this for that company, and was just like, fuck them, fuck their fans, I don't give a fuck. New Jack is a joke, and honestly should be in prison.
Oh, yeah. I'll agree with you.
Yeah. Sorry, ECW fans, I also love ECW, but New Jack is a joke.
Tuco Scorpio is better.
Eugene was better.
True.
At least he never tried to kill anybody.
That we know of. Well, let's be honest. If you look at the WWE Hall of Fame, it's filled with nothing but rapists, murderers, drug addicts, alcoholics.
I mean, Pat Patterson's in there. Hulk Hogan's in there.
But you get what I'm saying. So,
Briscoe brothers are in there.
no, you want to know why nobody will let? And I hate putting it this way, but nobody will let Owen Hart be in there because he didn't do anything wrong enough to get put in there.
Fucked with his dad a lot, apparently.
Oh yeah, but he didn't kill nobody, right? And he wasn't a drug addict or an alcoholic. So
Just played practical jokes on everybody.
right.
I love that story about him pretending to be Tim Powers or
Mhm.
Jim Powers.
I think it was Jim.
Yeah. But he's reading like the riot act to Hacksaw at the front desk of the hotel. Don't you go find it yourself, you fat lazy bastard. What? Where are you at? It's okay, just tell him I'm Jim Powers.
Like I said, everybody, we're going to try to get more stuff out there. Work
Yeah.
around schedules and stuff. But anything else?
As I can think of at this present time, we're going to try to do a live, or not necessarily live, but we're going to watch SummerSlam together, do a video on that. So, hopefully the outcome's good.
You're right. Well, once again, my name is Tyler Wolf.
The man they call Nitro.
And this was another episode of
Call it like it is. Deuces.
Peace.
Biatch!